Question says, in which equation does the oxidation of the underlined compound occur? It says the oxidation. In other words, the question is saying, we want to know if the underlined word is oxidized or not. The underlined compound, is it oxidized or not? We have option A, the underlined compound is copper. Option B, carbon monoxide. Option C, magnesium oxide. Option D, manganese 4 oxide. Okay. So now, before you answer this question, you need to have a quick summary to understand which topic this is. So my quick summary is on redox reaction. So first, what do we mean by a redox reaction, right? So a redox reaction is a reaction where both oxidation and reduction are taking place simultaneously. They're happening at the same time. There is oxidation and reduction in that chemical reaction. Okay. So now our focus, as it pertains the question, is on oxidation. What do we mean when something has been oxidized? We mean that something has gained oxygen, or it has lost electrons, or there is an increase in oxidation state or number. But in this particular question, I want us to focus on the gaining of oxygen, because if you take a look at the nature of the question, it allows us to focus on that. So let's start with option A. Option A, we start off with copper oxide, and then at the end, we end up with copper, meaning that the oxygen is no longer there. It has been lost. So because the oxygen has been lost, that means that is not oxidation. So copper is not oxidized for option A. We go to option B. We started with iron 3 oxide, and then we end with what? Oh, I'm sorry. The underlined compound is carbon monoxide. So we're starting with carbon monoxide, and then on the other side, we end up with carbon dioxide. There was only one atom on the other side. Now there are two atoms, meaning the oxygen has been gained. So that is oxidation. The carbon monoxide is what? Is oxidized. So which means option B is what? Is correct. Now let's explain why option C and option D are not correct. So with option C, we start off with magnesium and end up with magnesium 2 oxide. Okay. So in this particular situation, what is oxidized is magnesium. That's what should be underlined, because it started as magnesium and ended up as magnesium oxide, not magnesium oxide. What is oxidized is what? Is magnesium. That is why C is not correct. Now let's go to part D. Option D, the underlined word is magnesium 4 oxide. And it has lost the oxygen because at the end we have magnesium chloride. Therefore, it is not oxidized.